Hi, welcome to my first video. I've traveled to about 40 countries around the world in the last 10 years. At first, the exotic look was amazing and nice, but the more I traveled to many countries, the more I understood the unique beauty and characteristics that only Korea, my country, has. Starting with this video today, I plan to upload videos on various topics about Korea, and I hope my videos will help those who will travel to Korea, foreigners who already live in Korea, and anyone who loves and wants to know more about Korea. Today we will take a look at Namsan Tower, one of the landmarks in Seoul. Namsan Tower, also known as Seoul Tower, is one of the landmarks in Seoul and is a tourist attraction that attracts about 8.4 million visitors every year. Located in the heart of Seoul, you can see the city at a glance when you climb the 480 meters high Observatory. Namsan Tower is also famous for its low blocks. There are many ways to get to Namsan Tower. I'm going to get off at Myeongdong Station on subway line 4 and take a cab car. Let's go together. I arrived at exit 3 of Myeongdong Station. I'm going to walk from here for about 10 minutes to take a cable car, but if you're gonna take a bus, you can take a Namsan Tour bus number 5 from here. And if you want to put the love lock and want to buy a lock a little cheaper, you can buy a lock at Daiso near the station. Daiso is near when you turn back at exit 3. You can buy a lock for 10,000 won at Namsan Tower and 2,000 won at Daiso. It's cheap, right? If you buy the lock at the tower, they give you a pen. But if you buy it from Daiso, you must prepare it separately. Now let's go to the cable car. If you follow me, you won't be able to miss the Namsan Tower even if you are not good with the roads.
Two little letters come together and then loneliness is cured. Yeah. It's something like a dream, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And us is fun and fancy free, oh yes indeed.
This is the elevator to the cable car ticket office. Please press the call button, and when the elevator arrives, just get on and go up.
Us makes you and me.
Now I'm at the ticket office and I'll go buy the ticket. The ticket is priced at 9,500 won for a round trip and 7,000 won for one-way trip for adults. It's priced at 6,500 won for a round trip and 4,000 won for one-way trip for children ages 3 to 12. There's a store sells love blocks when you buy the ticket and go inside the building. If you go upstairs, you will finally get to the cable car platform. It says that cable car runs every 10 minutes, but it actually felt like they went around more often than that. When the cable car arrives, take a ride up and you will finally be at Namsan Tower. Say goodbye to the cable car and go up the stairs. Then you'll start to see the tower and you can see the famous love blocks next to it. Wow. If you haven't bought the lock yet, you can buy here at the gift shop. If you follow the rows of blocks, you can go to the square in front of Namsan Tower. This open square on the mountain gives you a good view and is a great photo zone. Let's take a look at the square, shall we? Now we are going to the second zone of the love block zone, which is located on the west where the sun sets in the evening, so it's great to see the glow of the setting sun. So I'm going to take a picture of sunset here later and show it to you, of course. You can still take a picture while you are sitting in the photo zone chair. And here on the right is the west where you can see the sunset. I was curious about which languages would be written on all these locks, so I took a close look at them. I found that not only Korean, but also Indonesian, Malaysian, Chinese, Japanese, English, Thai, and so on were written on the locks. So people from many different countries are visiting Namsan Tower.
'Cause I believe in you.
Now I'm going to go back to the square to see the other side. If you go down to the left, there's a photo zone. After the sun sets, you can get pretty pictures here. I'll come back and show you later, and I'm going to go over there to the green arrow for now. There aren't many people here, probably because you can't put lock. From here, you can see the old city center and the north side of Seoul. One of my favorite things about Seoul, my hometown, is that the city and nature blends together so well, and I love the mountains and trees behind the buildings. For your information, about 70% of Korea's land is mountains. If you want to take a break in a quieter place than here, I will tell you how to get to the secret place, so follow me. A quick tip, this is not a designated place to hang a lock, so if you put a lock here, it will be removed.
We'll take this highway, me and you. Each morning I wake up and love the way that I believe in you.
Isn't it really quiet here? And I like the view of the Han River from here. The highlight of this secret place is here. It's a place where you can enjoy the sunset without being disturbed by other people. The sun is out now. I'll go back up to the lock zone to take a picture of the locks and the sunset together. You know where we are, right? That's right. This is where we came from. I'll get myself ready here to take a picture of sunset. Well, I don't like here. I don't know. I don't like here either. Oh good, I've decided here. Take some time to relax and enjoy the sunset of Seoul from Namsan Mountain.
Little lights float around, a million fireflies that never touch the ground. I see your pretty eyes light up as they fly away, heading towards town. I've seen 1,000 suns, too many pretty
How is it?
sights across my way.
Isn't the sunset and night view of Seoul beautiful? Now that the sun is down, let's stop by the photo zone we talked about before for a moment and go up to the Tower Observatory to see the night view. Here, pretty lights are spread out along the stairs so you can take beautiful pictures after sunset. And you can go down the stairs and take a picture here.
Know for sure, auburn eyes, a single bed, staring.
Now I'm going to inside the building to get the observatory, and now we are on the 5th floor. And it's connected to the first floor of the tower. In the tower, there are many restaurants and cafes that have a good view. This is the entrance to the tower. You can buy the tickets to the observatory at the ticket booth outside the building, or you can buy them after you enter the tower. I have made a reservation on the internet, so I will do self-ticketing on kiosk. Tickets for the entering observatory cost 10,000 won for adults and 8,000 won for children. We are going to take a picture before we get on the elevator in a moment, and M-Photo will synthesize your picture with the background of the tower. Taking pictures is free, and if you like them, you can pay for them. If you don't like them, you don't have to buy them.
Close your eyes,
You can get to the observatory in 30 seconds as you watch the video from the elevator ceiling. When you get off the elevator, you will be able to see an photo where you can print the photos you took below. The photos are simplified with Namsan Tower and Seoul as a background, and you can ask the staff to print your favorite. And check out the detailed press here. There's a place that sells sweet candies and jellies after an photo, and next to it is the gift shop. Let's take a look at what's in the gift shop. The window on the observatory tells you which city around the world is located to the direction you are looking at and how far it is. It will be a small pleasure to find out where you live. If you are on the observatory, you will want to take a picture of night view of Seoul, but if you try to take a picture, it's hard to take a good one because of the lights that's reflected in the glass. The trick is to stick the camera lens to the window as close as you can and cover the light around you with your hands and clothes. Now I'm afraid I'll have to go down. To take the elevator that goes down, you have to go downstairs. The view from the lower floor is fine as well. This is what square in front of Namsan Tower looks like in the dark. There's a different charm from the day, right? Now I'm going back home by the cable car after finishing the tour of Namsan Tower. So, how was your first trip with me today? If you liked the video today, please subscribe, like the video, and press the alarm button. Next time, I'll be back with a video of Seoul Spring Flower Festival. See you again soon!